A few weeks ago, I made this giant 9-foot dandelion to bring with me to the Renaissance Fair, and a lot of people have been asking me how I made it. Starting off with some of the things that you'll need if you want to make your own dandelion is you're going to need a styrofoam ball, you're going to need wooden barbecue skewers, Christmas tinsel like bunting, floral tape, you're going to need a PVC pipe, and optionally, you can make yours detachable like I did. And so you're gonna need 2 connector pieces and an end cap for PVC. You're also going to need a lot of glue. I used both hot glue and E6000. To keep the green paint on, I used a primer first before the green acrylic, and then I ended up using a clear coat just to seal everything in. So yeah, so go ahead and let me know if you make your own dandelion, but I'm next going to show you all the steps that I took in order to create my very own. So for this project, I got some PVC pipe just from the hardware store. I have it cut into a 3-foot and then a 3.5-foot pole. That way when they're stacked on top of each other, it has a lot of extra room on the top for the like dandelion bulb wish thing to be up there. And then I ended up getting this connector piece, that way I can stack these on top of each other. I liked the idea of the connector just because I can take it apart, and then for transportation I'm gonna be able to put this like in my trunk a lot easier than if I just had like a 7-foot staff. What do you do with that? How do you put that in your car? I don't know how you handle that. But a connector is what I have, and then I also have this little end cap that's going to go on the bottom. That way there isn't going to be like dirt getting in the hole. I got this giant styrofoam ball just from a craft store to go on the very end, and this is going to be the base that I have all of my little wooden skewers poke into. This is a 6.7-inch sphere, but I'm happy with this, and I think it's going to look really nice and give a good balance. And then I'm going to be painting this all green, but first, because it's all plastic, I really want to make sure the paint is going to stick to it. So I have this Rust-Oleum paint, and it is a primer, and so it's going to go on white, but this will help make it so the paint sticks to the plastic better and doesn't like rub off or chip off when I'm like out and about at the Ren Fair. So I'm going to give everything a pretty quick coat of this and then let it dry. Then I can go ahead and paint this all green.
I used some of my extra barbecue skewers to make a little tripod to hold up the styrofoam ball. This just made it easier to spray and paint everything with an even coat. I did a light coat over everything, both the styrofoam and the PVC pipes, really focusing on covering the barcode on the pipe and the label, just because I really didn't want that to show through with the paint. I ended up using the cheapest paint that Michaels had to offer in a large quantity. I could have mixed 2 colors together, but I was happy with this kind of leafy electric green almost that I was able to find. I do know some people who have made other dandelions and they've painted the styrofoam ball yellow like a real dandelion, but I figured you wouldn't be able to see it that much, so I just ended up using the same color. And I did use a sponge brush to kind of dab and speckle on the first layer of paint before going in with the second coat, making sure everything was fully covered. Finally, I just went in with a matte top coat over everything to lock in the green paint and make sure it wouldn't flake. I ended up using white tinsel, and I ended up using 2 different packages just because I did 350 of these skewers. Now, I ended up cutting the skewers to be between 8 inches and 9 inches. I believe 8 inches is what I ended up doing. And they were really easy to cut down if you just made a little notch with your scissors, and then they just snapped really well. So I ended up assembly lining a lot of these things, cutting out all of my floral tape that I needed, and doing that one by one. That way I was able to focus on one task at a time. With this floral tape, I really found that the twisting motion worked best to keep it taut. It does have a little bit of wax that warms up with your fingers, but I found that they would unravel pretty quickly, even with that kind of like wax keeping them in place. So I did end up needing to put a little dot of glue at the very end of each one just to make sure that it didn't unravel. After having all of the floral tape on, I took a giant piece of hot glue with maybe 1.5 to 2 inches of the tinsel and just wrapped the tinsel around the edge of the barbecue skewer. I ended up doing this kind of like fluffing motion where I pinched the base to push all of the tinsel up to the top. It's not necessary, and honestly, individually, these skewers look like chicken feathers to me, but once they're all together, they really make a nice effect where they look like dandelion seeds, but it took a long time. I ended up making 350 of these dandelion seeds, which is so many. And one thing with this dandelion is that you will go through many different phases, especially the cleanup phase, where this tinsel will get everywhere. I'm sure I will find it 6 months from now. But I did have a lot of help with doing this. 350 skewers is a lot of work. And so I ended up having my family and friends being able to help me, and that was amazing. I used a connector piece of the PVC pipe to connect the head of the dandelion to the PVC pipe. And what I ended up doing was almost like carving out a jack-o'-lantern. I used a knife and a spoon to kind of hollow out a hole that was big enough for the PVC pipe connector to go into. One thing I want to note though is that in this video right here, I only end up putting about 1 inch in. You should put the whole thing in because unfortunately, my dandelion broke before I got to the Ren Fair. This is me doing a repair job on it, and I ended up trying to put the entirety of the PVC pipe connector into the head of the dandelion just for extra support because I accidentally hit a tree on the way to the Ren Fair and my dandelion broke. So I had to do a little bit of a rough patch job afterwards, which is what you saw there. But in terms of putting all of the things together, it went pretty quick after making the dandelion seeds, and I'm really proud of it.
This thing is so big you can't even see it in the video. Can you see it if I put it back here? Yeah, there you go. That's my giant dandelion. I'm really happy with how this turned out. Even though I had a few bumps along the way, I really think that this is going to be a piece that I just like look back on the pictures and the memories for, and I'm just like, I made that. It does exactly what I wanted it to do, is that it makes my proportions seem really fae-like, really fairy-like, very small. And so that is perfect. I will admit though, that even though we had a tragedy and it ended up breaking before I was able to like enter the Ren Fair, it did kind of come as a blessing because looking back on it in hindsight, I don't think I would have been able to like enjoy the Ren Fair really if I was bringing that around as much as I was. Just because it's 9 feet tall and I wouldn't have been able to duck into booths as easily. I wouldn't have been able to look at the merchants. Anywhere I went, I would be like figuring out what to do with this giant 9-foot dandelion. So if you were to make a dandelion, I recommend making it maybe like staff height rather than making it 9 feet tall. I went a little too big for this one. My too much gene really came out. Overall though, 10 out of 10 for a prop. I'm planning on just like leaving this in the corner, like standing up and just having it be a decoration in my apartment. I already have lots of like fantasy-esque medieval things, so it's not that strange for me to have a giant dandelion just hanging out in my living room. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Lauren. I really like to sew, knit, and quilt, especially make fun things. I put out a new video every time I finish a project, so thank you so much for watching about my dandelion, and I will be including more fun details in like a vlog later on. This is very much a tutorial. I want to do a vlog too to kind of encapsulate some of the less glamorous moments behind the scenes for this. So you can go ahead and I'll post that later down the line, and I'll put a link to it too right over here if you would like to see it. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.